Heyo people, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX. I'm WhiteBladeZero, and if you don't know me, I don't blame you. So I bet you're asking, what am I doing here? Well, I'm about to show you. Something that's kind of interesting in here in the director's cut as opposed to the original. In the original, every time you go into the menu and such, you get this.
Select a character.
But in this game, after you've played through as a character, you get this.
Select your character.
A nice little detail, you actually hear the character you were just playing instead of the usual narrator. Very nice detail if you ask me. But today, we're moving on to a new character because now we are completely done with Sonic. At least for the main story. There's still more to be done with our favorite blue hero, but for right now it's time we move on to the next character.
Everything's working great! All systems go, full speed ahead! Uh-oh! What's this?
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down. So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype power supply, and it's not fully compatible yet.
You can always borrow my plane, the Tornado, if you want.
Thanks, Sonic. But if I can make this work, it'll run circles around yours. Check out this power supply!
It's a Chaos Emerald! No way!
I was lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. They have unlimited mystic powers. Now I want to harness that power to fly my plane. Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins, and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
Or perhaps Sonic could just run there and save much more time. So yes, today we're playing as Tails, or his full name, Miles Prower. Yeah, you can probably tell the pun there already. Yeah, the reason why he's called Tails? Pretty obvious. I think it was Sonic that gave him that nickname, or just everybody calls him that. So what makes Tails different from Sonic? Well, instead of the homing attack, he can fly instead. For a short amount of time. Instead of the spin dash, he has this tail twirl attack. It's a different way of attacking, and I did not mean to talk to that lady. It's not really that practical of a use, and you barely even get the chance to use it, so... it's alright. And I'm sure you may notice right off the bat, Emerald Coast is closed off. Yes, some stages you cannot access with other characters, so... unlike with Sonic, we can't access Emerald Coast with Tails, no matter how hard we try. Well then again, I'm sure someone figured out some kind of glitch or something like an out-of-bounds thing, whatever, to get Tails over, or any other character, but... I'm not willing to try it, I just want to move on. But right off the bat with Tails, we already have a power-up available to us. Yes, as soon as you're able to play as Tails, we have a power-up available. It's optional, but it's handy to grab it. It actually helps with his flying. Go right up here, and there it is, right off the bat.
It's your jet anklet. Its jet power makes you fly faster.
Nifty, ain't it? There's actually a reason for that because, unlike with Sonic, well, Tails' missions are a bit different from Tails, as with every other character in this game. Sonic is just get from point A to point B. With Tails, it's a little different. You'll know when we get there. Now, if you're familiar with how Sonic's story worked, we need to head to Mystic Ruins. So, as usual, with our new kicks, or rather just anklet thingamajiggers, they're not really new shoes. Why does Sonic get the new shoes? All I get are these cleat things. What's with the camera? More than I can say for a pair of ice cleats, I'll say that much. Anyway, off to Mystic Ruins. And as you would expect right off, well, if it worked with Sonic, it's bound to happen with Tails too.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
It's Eggman!
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the most cunning scientific genius in the world!
Yeah, right, Dr. Eggman.
Enough! I've been working on a master plan, but now it's time to put it to work!
That usually means trouble coming from you.
Don't even try to interfere this time. Give me that Chaos Emerald, or else...
Or else what, huh?
Or else I'll take it from you the hard way.
Instead of starting with an action stage, we start off with a boss. Well, then again, Sonic was the same thing, so what am I talking about? So yes, for the second time, the Egg Hornet, this time with Tails. Now, fortunately, Tails can run fast like Sonic, but yeah, he uses his tails instead, and I kind of like that effect it does there. Now, of course, if you go fast and press your action button, you'll instead do a bit of a spin dash roll instead. Now, I believe flying does not help in this case, so I might recommend stay grounded, but you know what? Next round, let's try that. Yes, if it wasn't for the homing attack spam, all you have to do is just hit Eggman once with that when he's down drilling, and you're good. Alright, now let's try that flying thing. See if it actually helps or makes it worse. They just explode right in the air, so I guess that makes things a lot more, epic looking, I guess. Okay, I did not know that. I didn't know that just by staying in the air it delays his attack. That was nice. That was nice. I don't quite get the action behind up to that pose, really. I'm okay with the pose, I just don't get the action behind it. Know what I'm saying?
That was just too easy.
Gotcha!
Hey, he snagged it.
Chaos could use a little snap.
Who's Chaos?
That's the monster I saw the other day.
Monster?
Yes, it's really happening. Just as the stone tablet said it would. Hear this, Sonic. Chaos' strength increases every time I give him a Chaos Emerald. All he needs is 7 emeralds to become invincible. Then he will turn Station Square into rubble, upon which I will build the ultimate city, Robotnik Land. You ready, Chaos? Let's go.
can't let that monster get any bigger. It could get ugly.
You're right. Chaos must be stopped. And he can be if we keep him away from more emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
Boy, does Tails do a lot of talking. Yeah, one thing I really like about this game is that if you're playing as a different character, the cutscenes are not always the same. They have some kind of difference. Be it just dialogue or just actions or anything like that. I kind of like that. It makes it seem like you're not watching the exact same cutscene over and over. Nice little detail. I hope that if Sega and Sonic Team really put their heads together and decide to make more playable characters in the main story, then I hope they implement that. Adventure 2 did not do this, which I'm kind of sad about. But anyway, it was our second stage with Sonic, off to our first action stage with Tails, Windy Valley. And now we're getting into Tails' mechanic, at least for his action stages. It's a race against Sonic. That's right. Instead of going through a whole stage, we're just doing it a little bit at a time. We're just doing a small section, a little one-on-one race. Very simple, really. Luckily, Sonic is very easy here, so there's no need to worry about losing to him unless you're really, really bad at this. Although something else kind of neat. You have these green rings here. Those give Tails a bit of a boost. Kind of like a shortcut, you might say. Some of them are very convenient, some, like those, are a bit trickier to get. But if you can reach them, very good. You just made things a lot easier for yourself. One tip I should definitely give, don't die. Especially if you got a checkpoint. If you die when you get a checkpoint, when you restart the checkpoint, the opponent will be there too. So whatever lead you may have had would be lost if you died and respawned at a checkpoint. Make sure you know how the stage works, otherwise you're going to have a harder time clearing it just like that. Okay, don't know how that happened, but you get the idea. Stay alive. No matter what, stay alive. Luckily here, it's just this one section, and we're almost done with it anyways. Very easy first stage to help you get the hang of Tails. Not that there's really anything to get the hang of, he's still pretty easy to control. Luckily I have enough time to grab this, 15, and Chaos Emerald gotten. We beat Sonic. I guess Sonic must have taken it easy on us. That's all we need to do with Tails. Unless it's all on his action stages. Same stages, just a few changes and shaky camera. One last thing I should mention. If Tails were to not make it in time and the guy he's racing beats him, that counts as a loss and you lose a life. Make sure you keep that in mind as well. You gotta beat him, otherwise you lose. You have no idea how many times that happened to me in a later stage. Probably know which one. And if before you ask, yes, as Sonic I already got this emblem, so I'm just flying around really because, well, there's not really much else for us to do. Now apparently only as Tails you can make it up to this higher point of his house or workshop, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, we can't go in this door. There's nothing here. But we can go in this one, and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even the tornado. That's not here either. Lame. And there's more. We can even travel all the way over here to where the tornado was launched before. Whoa, look out. But, yeah, you don't want to jump off the cliff. You don't automatically go to Sky Chase doing that. You die if you do that. Pretty obvious with Sonic games. Don't jump off a cliff or you die. Yeah, over here you can't really go much further. Damn you invisible walls. Why do you have to exist? Why do you gotta ruin my fun? Well, in any event, Glitchy Tails alert. Next time on Sonic Adventure DX, we're gonna head back to Station Square and make our way to Casinopolis, since we probably know where that is, since Tails is with Sonic for most of the story. Until, like, the egg carrier, that is, but I probably spoiled a little bit if you haven't been following along with this. So, until next time everybody, I'm gone.